Pair up and grind. It's date night, baby. If you don't find someone in chat to grind up to, find a celebrity, alive or dead, and grind!
Dicks flip 'em up, tis stack 'em up. Gotta get your baby bucks, gonna rack 'em up. Dolly Pong, gonna lap it up.
Okay, I went to hang out with a girl one time who was into cars and into the car scene. We ended up going to a dive bar where she told me about all her cars she's had and lost from being stolen or rolled while she was drunk driving. Cool. And how she only drinks Fireball because she's an alcoholic, and the Fireball works because it's gross. But she works at a bar? I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. On the way out, she lost her vape like 63 times. Wow. Someone needs to flush this lady down the toilet. Let's start doing that as a thing. Let's flush it down the toilet. What do you think, chat? And then I'll have a button that. She lost her vape and we had to circle back and ask around for it. And then I dropped her off and was like, bye. And then I started my hour drive back home. Wow. Started pretending I didn't hear her saying, you don't have to go. The next day, she texts me and says, hey, I lost my BMW keys and I've looked everywhere. And the only possible place they could be is in your car. They've written gulp. I checked, not in there. I let her know. And she says, that's not possible. They have to be in your car. And so I looked again and I said, sorry, they're really not in here. And she was like, I just don't know you, and I feel like you have my keys. Wow, this woman. Let's flush her, chat. What do you think? What do you think, chat? What's the verdict? Are we gonna flush her? I explained that I'm actually not a thief and pretty much ghosted her from then on. Wow. Big old mess. Wow. That sucked. That was a horrible date. That's a really, really bad date. Block. That's what I would do. Block her. Tell us about the worst date you ever went on. Diarrhea. Vomit. Need I continue? Yes, you need to continue. I don't know what you think that's saying, but it's raising way more questions. All the dates I've been on have been incredible, but the denouement of one stood out as odd. We had a great time. It was the first time we'd slept together. She went home, everything good. Then I got a message from her that said, you stole my wallet. I called her and we established that I hadn't stolen her wallet. I remember she said, as soon as I spoke to you on the phone, I knew you hadn't taken it. This is crazy. There was always one of these kids too, or even through life, that loses something and then they freak out and they go, someone stole it. I hate that. You just lost it. You misplaced it, ding dong. A couple days after group dinner, my friend texted me and was like, that was fun. We should go for dinner again. This is a different one, by the way. And I, not realizing it was a date, agreed. Oh no. It was just her and I awkwardly tried to enjoy the longest meal of my life. I was very closeted at the time, but not wanting to be impolite, we shared a terrible kiss at the end, and I stopped hanging out with that group entirely. Yikes. 6 people. Cut out the whole group. Get rid of flush them all. Flush. If you're going on a date and you're worried, you want to take things slow, but you're worried about your own self-control. Here is a technique. Abstinence by embarrassment. That's the working title. You take a permanent marker and you write very large over maybe your inner thighs, your tummy, places that would all be seen during sexual intercourse. And you write something very embarrassing. I'm going to get some suggestions from chat. Where were you when I was younger? Why don't they teach embarrassment? Can you imagine? Okay, I love this. Someone give me a name. Rip Fenton. Wait, what were the years? Oh, this would be so weird if you... Oh, I would hate this. This would actually just make me feel like I'm in a bad situation. That's good. That's the level we need here. I just love Diana. If you happened upon that, if you took this guy's shirt off and you saw that, Diana, it would be... Oh, you're doing the names. Northy Boy. I know this is not what you intended, but it works really well. That's really good. I'm just going to do one more. Oh, that's very scary. These are great. I'm going to use this when I pitch this to, I guess, the Pope. Who's interested in abstinence? Just the Pope, I guess, right? Okay. Tell us about the worst date you've been on. He sneezed on me as he came in my mouth. I'm giving you the best 5 minutes of your life. The least you can do is show a guy some courtesy. Men. Ugh. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds disgusting. I think you would die from pleasure if you were chumming and sneezing at the same time. It's mixed signals in the nervous system. Your brain tries to make your nose hard. That's not how my brain works. If anything, I'm more razor sharp during sex. In fact, I usually get most of my best work done during sex. I do a lot of equations during my day job. I met up with a guy once on a date from Tinder, which led to us going back to his house. Because he seemed friendly and we talked about hanging out to watch Drunk History, a show we both really liked. When I walked into the house, I realized immediately that the guy was a hoarder. Oh no. With a path to get to each part of the house. The worst part of it is that I had to pee really bad and there was no way I was even going to look in the bathroom. I wanted to be polite, so I watched a few episodes of Drunk History. A few episodes? My God. And then I got the hell out of there and stopped by the closest place I could pee, which I think was a McDonald's. McDonald's. I think that's number one awful so far. That is so awful. I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry for you. I once went on a Tinder date with a really cute girl who was probably out of my league. I'm going to give this person this personality. About an hour into the date, I got a call from one of my friends. She was absolutely sobbing. Her Shih Tzu had jumped off a flight of stairs and died. Yikes. I'm sorry to your friend, but also don't have such a comical life. This friend is one of my closest, purely platonic friends, so I had to go comfort her. My date stood there waiting while I was on the phone. When I told her I had to leave because my friend's dog had just passed, she seemed pretty indifferent and just said, okay. I realized she probably thought I made up a terrible excuse to bail on the date. I never saw or spoke to her again. Yeah, this is how I would do it. Uh-huh. Okay. Well, hang on. I will be there as soon as I can. Okay, hang tight. This is gonna sound so much like a fake lie, but my best friend, when are we gonna make BabyCon happen? Literally a convention themed around myself. We can all dress up as the different versions of me. We can dress up as Archie dressed, yeah. Oh, I got shafted. I got shafted right up to my asshole. They sent me classes. They didn't come in time. Not only that, I can't return them. And not only that, they're... Who's this for? This wasn't from a costume shop. This was from a clothing store. Who is wearing these? Everybody wants me to get on intake. It's like hardcore magnets that you put in your nose on the side. And then it opens up your nose when you're sleeping. I hated it. You don't really see it much because you're not at the right angle, but you would be shocked at how narrow my nostrils are. You would be fucking shocked. If you play your cards right, I'll show you my nostrils. Okay. I just want to show the early people as a little treat. My very narrow nostrils. Crazy narrow, huh? Okay, that's enough of that. Oh, buddy, hang on. Everything's falling off. Emma. I once went on a date with an ex. It was that time of life. We went out to dinner, drank too much, got a cab back to her place around midnight. There were 2 long boxes that were like benches, but also doubles as storage for gardening equipment. As she started to unlock her front door, one of the boxes started to open. My God. Holy shit. Out stepped a groggy man. It was her, unbeknownst to me, current squeeze in the form of Matthew Horn from Gavin and Stacey. That's so scary that he came out of a box. When I was 16, I went on a date with this guy who had asked me out multiple times. I mean like 7 to 10 times. I begrudgingly caved in and went on a date with him. He picked me up from my house and we went to the movies. He picked out the god-awful blunder that was Year One, starring Michael Cera and Jack Black, and they were cavemen. I cackled in his face and left. Damn, you are a stone cold bitch. Chat, what do we think? Do we think that this person is a stone cold bitch or what? When I was a late teen, this is another person, I took a girl to the movies and wanted to show off. So we got a taxi. That is a good way to show off to a teenager. Just before she got into the taxi, she stood in dog shit. Oh, I was too timid and polite to say anything, and she didn't notice. I should have said something because she probably thought it was me who was smelling of shit, and we didn't go out again. Oh, I'm really sorry. That's sad. That's actually so sad. Here's the lesson, the takeaway, you guys. If you don't try, you can't get hurt. This is something that they don't want to teach you. They say, you got to put yourself out there. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Well, guess what? Nothing ventured, nothing hurt. Nothing smelled. Don't go out there. I was seeing this woman who was older than me by a lot. And don't knock it until you try it. She wanted to go salsa dancing. Something I don't know how to do. So I say, fuck it, I'll go. I do best, but later in the evening, she wanted to dance with some guy who was really good at salsa dancing. It was pretty shitty. I can't imagine doing that to a date. I'm sorry. If I had seen you there and then seen you sad, I would have come over to your table and I say, hey, let's give him something to talk about. Hey, let's give him something to talk about. And I can't dance, so basically, I just have to blow you. Oh, sorry, it's the end of the stream. What's that sound?
Roger, I just want to chat with you, Roger. Roger, I'm not going to do nothing, I promise. I'm going to call the police,
Oh, buddy. The end of another stream. And, oh boy, I think I'm more in love with you all than before I started. But only one of you can receive kisses. And tonight, it's IG pairs. Oh, I didn't do any of my things. Oh no. Oh, we've got so much to get through next time. We're gonna do another date stream, but it'll be much cooler. It'll be much cooler, so don't stress about it.